This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, and let us begin our session. So in yesterday's session we have talked about read command and special variables, how to use them. Now today let us try to talk about functions. See, function is a type of command what we can create in our shell in our Linux environment, our own customized commands kind of thing. It is very much similar to your uh, variables, but variables are normally used for storing regular set of data. But in functions, we normally store series of commands. Now, what is the significance of this thing? Let me explain you. See, functions are set of commands that you put under one function. When you call the function, all the commands inside it will get executed. Moreover, the benefit of using function is like this. Suppose I'm creating a script and putting some commands inside it. For example, I'm putting a command, who am I, and maybe who, and maybe uptime, or maybe pwd, right? Or any other command. Now you see each command I'm running over here will be creating one process ID. So overall 4 commands will generate 4 process ID. Every time a new process ID is launched, a small portion of CPU and memory would be assigned to that process. So for running 4 commands, 4 times my CPU and memory would get reserved. Suppose in my script, if I am having 50 commands, so 50 process IDs will be launched. And for 50 process ID, 50 times CPU and memory would be consumed. So the load on the CPU and memory would always be increased as many number of commands you are trying to run. But same thing if you put in a function. For example, I would create a function here. Suppose you can create a function by using function name. Whatever name you like, you can call it function name, open and close bracket. And then you can start parenthesis and put whatever commands you want to put inside it. And once all commands are finished, you can close it with a parenthesis. So whenever I call this function name, it works like a command. Whenever I call it, all the commands inside it will be executed, and within a function, whatever commands you are running will be run under one single process ID. So suppose I have kept 50 commands inside it also. Even though they are 50 commands, all 50 commands would be running under one process ID. So the burden on the CPU and memory will be drastically lowered if we use functions within the script. You may see many scripts in your environment. All the scripts would be using defining the function, calling the function, right? Because function will be using less resources when compared to directly executing the commands without function. And to call the function, just like a command, you have to call the function name. So when you run the function name, all the commands inside it will get executed. So as I told you, this function is itself a type of command. Let me show you how to define a function and how to call a function. Suppose I'll create a function here, maybe with the name called my function, open close bracket, then start parenthesis, and let me put the commands inside it. Who am I, who, uptime, date, pwd, close the parenthesis. Now you see it will be treated as a command now. If I say myf, you see as I press tab, it completed automatically like a command. And when I hit enter, you see all the commands inside it will get executed. First it is running who am I, then who, then uptime, right? Then date, then pwd. So all the commands what I kept inside that function, they have been executed. So this is the way you can define a function and you can call the function outside of the script or within the script. For example, yesterday we created one script, script 09.sh. Suppose same script I want to convert into a function and call it within the script only. So let me copy that, copy script 09.sh into script 12.sh. So let me go to script 12.sh. What I'll do here is I'll delete this thing. Now here I'll create a function. Let me call the function name as Kelsey, open close bracket, and in the next line or on the same line you can start parenthesis, right? And at the bottom I'm going to close that function, right? Now I will put these things, take value of A, take value of B, and then I'm going to call the function, right? The concept is same like variable. First you have to define it, then you have to call it. So on the top I have created a function with the name Kelsey and I kept what to do inside it. So first I'm taking input of A, input of B, and then I'm going to call the function. To call the function, just type the name of the function, that's it. Automatically it would be called. So let me say script to do Kelsey using function. Let me save and quit. Now you just check it out, script 12.sh. You will see that script 12.sh has execute permission. So let me run that. Result would be same. You'll see 120, but the burden on the script will be lowered. And let me show you one of the very interesting thing here. Whenever you want to debug a script or you think there is a problem in your script and you want to find out where is the problem, the best way to evaluate your script is to go with bash command. You can say bash -x and run the script 12. See, it will explain the whole script to you, that which part is being executed and what is the result you are getting. Whenever you think there is a problem in the script or you want to understand your script, then better to go in debugging mode by using bash -x. So you see it is telling that this portion is getting executed, asking you to type value of A. So you type 100. Then next it is asking you to type the value of b. You are typing something. See, it is telling that now I called the function, calc function or calc function. See, inside it, it is telling add 120, subtract, multiply, divide, all that is going on. So whenever you want to understand the script, how it is functioning, the best way is to go with debug mode. It will explain you, and here you can find out that in which step there is a problem in your script so that you can debug it or you can correct it. Okay, now suppose I'll copy the script 12.sh with the new name script 13.sh. For example, in the script 13.sh, maybe my requirement is I would like to do addition, I would like to do subtraction, and then I want to come out of the function. Maybe I don't want to do multiplication and division. So we can use an option here called exit to leave it. So only it will perform addition and subtraction, and then it will exit. And maybe after running the function, I would like to do something. Maybe I would like to print a message like echo command or script completed successfully, right? So understand the scenario. I want to do addition, subtraction and come out, and I want to finish my script. Now let me save and quit. Let me run the script 13.sh. So I'm typing 100 followed by 20. You see it has done addition, subtraction, and then exit. But if you remember, in our script, we have kept something to done after the script also. I want it to print that message. But the problem is the moment you say exit will totally exit the script. Whereas my requirement was to leave the function. I did not want to leave the script. Maybe after this function, there are few steps which I wanted to execute it. So I don't want to leave the whole script. I just want to come back from the function. I want to leave the function and continue with rest of the script. So here using exit is not a good idea. So what can I do here? See, in this scenario, whenever you want to leave the function in between, instead of exit, you can use an option called return. See, return only works inside a function. It does not work anywhere else. Within a function, if you want to leave the function, exit the function in between, but you want to continue with your script. So then you can say return. So what it does, it will take value of A, value of B, and then it will call the function. When function execute, it will perform addition, subtraction. But as you mentioned return, instead of continuing, it will come back and continue with the script, whatever might be the next thing that is available, right? So whenever you want to break a function, but you want to continue with the script, then you can go with return option. Now, if I say script 13.sh, let me say 10 and 2. So you see it perform addition, subtraction, then
Musab,
broke the function.
sorry,
Yes.
we can keep that successfully display symbol, that thing before exit also, right? script completed successfully. This can be kept before exit also.
Why? See, what I want to do is I have just
If you
mentioned
want
one
to exit,
message. I
yeah.
just mentioned one message. Maybe there is one more function to execute after that. Then, or maybe you want to take backup of the system with different set of commands. Then, so my requirement is leave this function in between, but continue rest of the script, whatever mentioned after that. Maybe here I have used a simple command, but you might be using different, what I can say, different series of commands, or maybe you might have defined one more function after that, and you want to call that whole function after that. So here I'm just showing you leaving the function here, but continuing with rest of the script, whatever might be there in the script.
Yeah. One more question. This regarding the command line, when you like define any function, then what is that key we need to press in order to write the rest of the sentences?
Enter. So it
But
is not
enter,
finished. I'll show you.
for
Enter,
example,
enter.
it's not allowing
I'll
that.
show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Forget about it. Concentrate here. We will create more functions and I'll show you.
No.
Okay, so this is the way how we can create a function and we can break a function in between if we require. Now let us try to talk about the properties of the function. See, same like your variable, we have properties of functions also. A function can be read only, or a function can be read write. A function can be local function, and a function can be global function, right? See, same like variables it is going, but the only thing over here is for everything you have to use f over here. For example, if you want to make it read only, then you have to say read only hyphen f function name. If you wanted to export it, then you have to say export hyphen f function name. If you want to remove the function, you can say unset hyphen f function name. So same like variable it is going on, but every step you need to just add that hyphen f option, read only hyphen f. If you make it read only, nobody can make the changes inside that function. If you export it, then other shells can also use same function. Suppose we created a function last time myfun, but you see it is only usable on my current shell. If I go and open another shell and if I say myfun, you see it is saying that command not found. So if I want it to be used by everyone, then I need to say export hyphen f and myfun, right? And if I now go with another shell and if I run the command, you see it is able to execute there also. And if I want to remove it, then you can say unset hyphen f myfunc. Now if you say myfunc, it is gone. So this is the way how you can create a function, or you can export it, you can remove it, or if you want you can also make it read only, so that people should not make changes inside the function. But
When do
whatever
we
function,
sorry, Musa,
hmm,
like suppose we have exported already our function, and when do we use unset? What is the importance of unset to make a function unset?
remove it if you don't want that function anymore, like
I mean, main aim
deleting.
of exporting is to globalize, right?
Right, exporting is to make it globalize, but suppose you think that it was unnecessary, you don't want to you don't want it anymore, You want
Okay.
to delete it, so unset it. Unset
Maybe
is nothing but
locally,
deleting
if you want to run locally, if you want to run for yourself, then we can make it unset. Is it?
unset will completely delete it.
No, completely delete it. Is it?
Hmm. Right.
Oh,
It won't keep anything,
okay, okay. So
neither local nor
even the
global.
script also will be deleted, is it?
No, no, no. If you use it within the script, that is the script matter. It will be used within the script only, not outside. No?
No, no, no. Actually, the unset command is being used outside of the script, right?
Right. So why we will use it within the script?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now, now the function, my function is not there. That's what you're saying.
Right.
But I can see the script or no?
Have
That
I
also will be
created any?
deleted.
Have I created any script with that name? See, you
I mean, on the
understand?
command line, did you do that? My
Huh?
function. My function, did you do on the command line?
I did run a command line.
Okay, okay.
At the beginning,
Suppose
we
if it is a
created,
script, then what will happen?
nothing will happen. Script will not get deleted.
Okay, only it will unset, but script will not be deleted.
Script will not be deleted.
It will unset.
It will unset.
Oh,
Okay. Now, whatever function I created on the command line, it was a temporary function. And suppose if I create some function logout, I'll lose it. So suppose I want to create a function and I want to make that function permanent, just like variable. So suppose I will create one function here, maybe with the name Musab. See, syntax is you have to use open close bracket, either in the same line or hit enter and start your function with opening the parenthesis and put the command. For example, again, I'll say who, then maybe W, then maybe date, then uptime, and then maybe I'll go for PWD. And to close the function, I'll again use parenthesis, close. So within parenthesis, you have to put all your command. So your function got created with the name called Musab. So indirectly, I have created a command with the name called Musab. Now, when I call that command, whatever I mention inside it, you see it is being executed. But this command or this function is temporary. Right now it is working. But if I log out and log in, I will be losing it. So what I want is, I wanted to make this function permanent, right? How? You can export it so that other people can also use it. It become global if you want. So maybe I'll say export -f and the function name so that other people can also use it. But I want to make it permanent. See, there is one more command what you need to understand here. How can I find out what type of command some command is? For example, ls, cd, or user mod, or lv display, or this musab. See, if you want to know the nature, the type of the command, then you can use a command called type. Just say type cd. You see it is telling cd is a shell built-in command that comes with a shell. Suppose I'll say type cp. So it says cp is an alias that will use this command cp-i. Or maybe I'll use cp, or let's say I would like to go with user mod. So it says user mod is super binary command. sbin can only be used by super user. Or suppose I'll say date command. So it says date is a just bin command that can be used by everyone. Same way, if you say type, followed by this name. So it says Musab is nothing but a function. And you see it is describing the whole function to you. Simply what I'll do, I'll copy the whole function. I'll go to, you remember, bash profile. In bash profile, I'll open a new line and I will define the function. And then in the next line, I'll say export hyphen f Musab. Doing this will make your function permanent. Now, if I log out and re-log in, let me give this thing. See, I log out and log in. And still, if I say this, you see, I am able to execute it. So this is the way how we can create a function, you can export a function, and you can make it permanent so that even after you log out and log in, the function, the command must remain. Now, as we have seen, we can use it within the script. There also it is very important, and outside of script, to create your own customized commands, you can use function. For example, I have a requirement here. See, what I want is whenever I'm creating a new script, you might have observed that whenever I'm creating a new script, I'm always searching what is the next number in the sequence. Like script 12 is there, then I'm making script 13. 13 is there, I'm making 14. 14 is there, I'll make 15, right? So I don't want to do this work manually. I want a function that when I run the function, automatically these things must be happening. What? That my function should check the last number used in sequence. First requirement. After checking, I want my function to create a new file with next number, right, in sequence. Not only that, but I want my script to add shebang statement to the file. Not only that, but I want add comment line to the file. Not only that, but I want my function to open the file in vim editor. Not only that, but I want after saving and quitting, the function should apply execute permission and display information. So I want to create a function with all these requirements. The function should check the last number used in the sequence, and it should create a new file with next number. It should add shebang to my file. It should add comment to my file. And once I finished editing, then it should apply execute permission also. So how it is going to be possible? Let's see. This is very interesting concept. See, I have number of files over here with the name script1, script2, script3. So I don't want to see all the output. I just want to see the files which is having the name script. So I'll say show me only that files which is having the name script star. So you see it is showing me all the files which is having script name. But you see it is coming in row wise. I would like to see it in one single column so that I can concentrate on last number. See, there is a command in ls called 1. Guys, this is not L, it is 1. Whenever you say ls-1 and all the files, it will display the output in one column. See, only one will work. 2, 3, 4, 5, if you try, it is not going to work. The output will be displayed in one single column. Now that is fine, but my area of interest is in the last number which is used. So I would like to target the last file available. So what I can do, I can go with tail command and I can say show me only last one file. So you see, I got it. It is showing me script 13.sh, right? So this is the way I have targeted all the files which start with the name script, and in that I targeted the last file which is used, script 13.sh. But you see, the script 13.sh, the number is stuck between some alphabets. There is script between the number and .sh after the number. So I would like to deduce that number out of it. So what I'll do here, see, this is the number I'm getting or file name I'm getting. So here we'll use sed command. I'll say sed uh, search for the word script and replace it with nothing. So you see what it has done in the output of this command, it searched for the word script and replace it with nothing. I have nullified it. So that word I got hidden. Now same thing I have to do with .sh also, right? So whenever you are dealing with two expressions with sed, you have to say sed hyphen e first expression, then hyphen e second expression. So I'll say again, search for the word .sh and replace it with nothing. So you see what I did? I brought that number out of that name. See, simple trick was there. First of all, I displayed the entire output in a column. Then I concentrated on last number or last script, tail minus one, last line. Inside it, I ask sed command to search for the word script and zero it or remove it, and then search for .sh and remove it so that I can get that number out of it. So I got that number. So my first requirement is successful. Now what I'll do, I'll copy this particular command. See guys, I'm going to create a new function here. Suppose I'll call it my script. Open close bracket. I'll start my function with a parenthesis. See, let me create one variable to always run this command and get the last number. Suppose I'm creating a variable I. How to store command within a variable we have learned. So I'll use backquotes to store a command. That means whenever I called I, this command should get executed and it should find what is the last number I have used it. Now once I got that number, that is not enough. What is my next requirement? I need to create a new file with next number. That means I need to add plus 1 to whatever value I got. Suppose I got 13, so I need to make plus 1, 14, plus 1, 15, plus 1, 16, like that. So I will change the value of I now. First of all, by running I variable, I got the number 13. Then again in the same variable, I am appending a new number to it. See how to do calculation. I'll say dollar double bracket and I'll say dollar I plus 1. See what I'm doing here. First of all, I'm getting a number 13. Then I'm changing the meaning of I. I'm telling that calculator that whatever value I got with I, just add plus 1. So first time the value of I maybe is 13. Now I am incrementing the value and making 13 plus 1 14. So now onwards the value of I will be 14. Now using that variable, I'm going to create a new file. But you see, not only I have to create a new file, I want to add shebang statement and I also want to add comment. So how to add shebang? See, I'll say echo Any special character you want to print, you have to use single quote, strict quote, so that no special meaning remains. So I'll say hash exclamation bin bash. See, I'm telling print this, not only print, but add this to a new file. Which file? I want to create a new file with the name script$i.sh. See what I am doing? I am printing the message bin bash, and this message I am redirecting to a file. Which file? Script. Then I'm telling take the number from I. So 13 plus 1, it becomes 14. 14.sh. Not only this, but I also want to add comment line. So again, I'll go with single quote. I'll say hash script to do something, whatever it might be. Now I want to add this to same file. See, this time I don't want to overwrite the file. I want to append the file. So I'll use double greater. To which file? Same file, script$i.sh. So it will create a new file with the name, and in the second line, next line, that comment will be added. Then I would like to open the file in Vim editor. After editing, I want to apply execute permission. So I'll say chmod plus x script. Sorry, I have copied it while I am typing. Right. Chmod plus x script $i.sh. Lastly, I want to display the information. So I'll say ls-l script $i.sh. Once again, you understand. See, at the first, I am finding what is the last number used in my current location with the name for the file script. To that, I targeted the last number. From that last number, I remove script name and I remove .sh so that number should be out. Once number is out, I am doing increment plus one number to it. With that number, I'm creating a file with echo command with the name script$i.sh. To same file, I am adding one more line script2. Then I am opening that file for editing. Then I am applying execute permission. Then I'm going for printing the information. That's it. Let me close the function by close path. Done. Now you see the last file which is available is script13.sh. When I run my command, my script, you see it created a file script14.sh, and you see shebang statement added. You see a message added script2. So all my work which I was doing earlier is now automated with this customized command what I created. Now I'll say script to display message. I'll say echo script created by function something. Save and quit. You see it is telling that I have applied execute permission also to this particular file. So all these requirements, customized requirement, I made it possible by creating a function. So you see function is nothing but a command, customized command what you have created as per your requirement. Suppose you don't want to create a script and work with, you can go with a function on the command line, right? So to create your custom based commands, functions are really important. And within the scripts also, they are important to reduce the burden of your script. But you remember it is temporary. I want to make it permanent so that the changes are not lost when I log out. So I'll say type my script. Just copy the whole function. Go to vim bash profile. Over here, paste it and export it so that everyone can use it. export -f MySQL. So like that, you can create a function and you can make it permanent by putting the information into bash profile, right? So this is the role of your function, guys, a bigger form of your variable. Variable can only hold small set of data, right? But function does little more. It creates a command for you, customized thing as per your requirements. Now moving ahead, let me talk about one more concept here, condition. See guys, whenever you run a command or a script, better word, whenever you run a script or a function, whatever you have mentioned inside it, everything it will get executed, right, in a flow. For example, let me show this script to you. Script 12.sh. See guys, in this script, I am taking value of a, value of b, and then I'm calling the function. When I call the function, it is performing addition also, subtraction also, multiplication also, division also. Maybe sometimes I'm not interested to do all. I just want to do addition, or I just want to do subtraction, or I just want to do multiplication, or just division. So how can I control that flow? When I call the function or when I run the simple script also, for example, if you see script 9, simple, taking value of a, value of b, and then it is performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all. So this is called going in a flow, performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then stop. So I want to control that flow. I don't want it to perform everything in a flow. I just want what user need, perform only that thing. Maybe only addition, only subtraction, only multiplication, or only division. So how to control that flow? You have to go with conditions. See, in our scripting, there are two mechanisms. One is case statement and the other one is if statement, right? So by using these two, you can control the flow of your script and you can make sure that it only execute what you want to work with or what user wants to work. So there are two powerful flow control things. One is case statement and the other one is if statement. In today's class, we are only going to work with case statement. See, case goes like this. You have to say case word in. Now this word may be input taken from the user. Suppose I kept a message, please select something or please tell me what you want to do. So suppose user said I want to do addition. So a case is started with respect to input given by the user. So case works with pattern. So whatever input is given, it will try to match with the pattern. Whether the given input from the user, if it is matching pattern 1, whatever you mention inside it, it is going to perform that. If not, it will go and search pattern 2. Is it matching with this pattern? If yes, it is going to perform that. If not, pattern 3. If not, pattern 4. Right? Like that, the whole patterns it will search. Out of all, whichever pattern is matched, only that area it will get executed. Let me show you with a very basic example script to understand this role. Now let me create a new script with our command myscript. I'll say script to use case statement. Suppose I'll give option to my user, please select an OS. Which OS? Maybe I'm giving user only two choice, either Unix or Linux. Now one of them user must select. Suppose I'm going to store this value in OS. So you see I'm taking input from the user. Whatever input is given, that will get stored in a variable called OS. Now with respect to this OS, I would like to create case statement. So I'll say case search in OS what word user has given. If user has given Unix, then perform this activity. What? Suppose I want to print a command uname -a. You can keep series of commands whatever you want to run. And whenever you want to close the case, you have to say, or pattern, you have to use two semicolons. Two semicolon means end of that pattern. So in this pattern, only this command will run and pattern closed. Then I want to go with one more, which is Linux. If Linux is run, then I would like to run this file etc os release. Done. See, whenever you open a bracket, you will close it. Square bracket open, square bracket close. Round brackets open, round bracket close. Parenthesis open, parenthesis close. So same way, when you open the case, you have to close it also by using a command ESAC. ESAC is nothing but reverse of case. CASE should be closed by ESAC. So I have closed it. Now save and quit. See guys, script 15 got created. Let me execute script 15.sh. It is asking me to select an operating system. Suppose I have selected Unix. So that command is getting executed. Suppose next time I selected Linux. So that command is getting executed. Suppose I am trying something else. Windows. Nothing it is doing. So guys, I want, apart from these two, if people type something else, I want to give them an error message. So let me go to VIM and let me open one more case. I'll say apart from these two, if anything else is typed, then print this message, echo-e. Maybe in red color, I want to print a message. So I'll use 31M. I'll say invalid OS selected. And let me close the colors. How to close it? 0M, right? And close the pattern. Let me save and quit. Let us run the script. See, if I say Unix, no problem, running perfectly. Linux, running perfectly. But if I try something else, maybe I'll try Solaris. It says invalid OS selected. So like that, instead of going in a flow and performing everything, I'm only running the portion which is required by the user, right? If user want addition, only I'll do addition. If user wants subtraction, only I will do subtraction. If user want division, only I'll do division. Suppose you are creating a script to monitor different resources, memory, CPU, IO, network. So instead of performing all, if user is interested to see only network, I want to perform only network related monitoring commands. If user want disk monitoring, I only want to perform disk monitoring thing. So like that, user specific task we can perform instead of running the whole script unnecessarily running unusual things. Now what I'll do, I'll go with the same script what we have created earlier, the calculator script, but with case statement. So let me just check it out, which is that script, script 13.sh or 12 it is. So let us copy that. We can keep it within a function to lower the burden. So let me copy script 12.sh to script 16.sh. Let me open script 16.sh. All right. See here, the concept is nice. I want to take value of A, I want to take value of B, and then I want to go with function. In the function, it is going to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, which I don't want. So here I'll create a case statement. First of all, I'll take an input from the user. I'll say read minus P, please select an operator. Which operator? I'll give a choice. You can go with add or subtract or multiply or divide. Any one operator you can select. So whatever option user is selecting, I will store it in a variable called OP, short form for operator. Then I'll begin case statement. I'll say case search in this variable. It matches to which pattern. So if it is matching add, suppose it is matching add, I want it to perform this activity. Close the pattern. If not, if it is matching subtract, perform this activity. Close the pattern. If not, if it is matching multiply, perform this activity. Close the pattern. Or if it match divide, go for this activity and close the pattern. Right? If nothing is matched, maybe people have given wrong. So I'll say echo minus E, maybe in red color again, 31M, invalid operator selected. Maybe I want to say try again. And let me close the color 0M, right? And finally, stop the case statement by using ESAC. So I started the case statement. I performed all this search. Whichever pattern is matching, perform only that activity. Do not perform the whole operations uselessly. So let me save and quit. Let me execute script 16 dot slash script 16. I'll give 100. I'll give 20. So it is asking select an operator. If I say add, it is performing only addition. 100, then 20. Suppose I'll say subtract, only subtract. Suppose I'll say XYZ. So it says invalid operator, try again. But guys, I want to make it one step more. See, after taking input value of 1, value of B, it is asking me to select any one. So I'm performing add and the script is getting exited. Why not to stay in the script and ask the question, do you want something else or do you want to exit? If user say no, I don't want anything else, I want to exit, then I want to exit. So maybe I want to repeat this question again and again. Select an operator. First time maybe you have selected add. It should perform addition. Again it should ask the same question. Then you may say subtract. So it should perform subtract. Then again it should ask a question. Maybe you say exit. Then it should exit the script. So how can I repeat this task again and again in the script until user wants to exit? See, this is called calling a function within a function to form a loop, repetition until unless user wants to quit it. See, basically we do loop concept by using some loops, while loop, for loop, select loop. But here, as we have not touched the loop part, I'm showing you one more way to repeat the task again and again within the function. So see, here we have created a function calc. Inside it, we mention all these activities to perform. And then the script is getting exited. Why not to repeat the function again after executing a task? So I'll say read command. See, first of all, it will run read command, call for first value. Then second command, read command, call for second value. Then it will call the function. When function gets executed, this area will be called. It will ask you to select an operator. Maybe you'll say add, subtract, multiply, divide, whatever. So you have sent add. After that, script is getting exited. So guys, I don't want to exit. I'll say after performing add, again repeat the function. So within the function, I am again calling the function. So after add, call the function. After subtract, call the function. After multiply, call the function. After divide, call the function. So guys, there might be one more option to exit the script. Otherwise, how user can exit if he wants to exit? So what I'll do, I'll add one more option here called exit. We'll say echo hyphen E, any other color I'll use, suppose 33M, and I'll say exiting the script, right? Let me stop the color 0M, and let us add one more option here called exit. Now let me save and quit. Repeat your script. Oops, what mistake I have done? Let me check it out. I have not closed the function. I'm sorry. I have not closed the pattern by using two semicolon. Okay, any other mistake I have done? No. Let me save and quit. Repeat the script. First value 100, second value 20. Suppose I'll give add. See, it is performing add and staying in the script. Then subtract, then multiply, then divide, then not working. If you say exit, it says exiting the script, right? So this is the way I can use this case statement to perform only that particular task which is asked by user, right? So what we did, we simply created this particular script. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not call the exit command here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me add that. I need to say exit. Now it is completed. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. Now you see, I'll say 120, add, subtract, multiply, divide, ABC, exit. Now it has exited. That was my mistake, that I only printed the message, but I forgot to type exit command. Now, if you want to understand the script I told you, the best way, debug. Script 16.sh. First value 100, second value 20. It is asking which operator you want. Suppose I'm typing add. So case has matched add, perform add, and you see again repeating the function. Next time subtract, perform subtract, again calling function. Multiply, a wrong command I have given, invalid operator, again calling. If I say exit, it is exiting. So this is the way how we can use this function to only go, sorry, this case statement to only run that particular portion which is required by the user instead of running the whole script and doing everything. Did you understood the concept, guys? Anyway, if you spend more time reading that manual, I have some more examples inside it. Rewatch this video, practice that stuff tomorrow or today so that you may get more information and more understanding of this.